Hey everybody, Dean Young, Home Tech. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Feels pretty good out. And I guess we're in store for some good 80-degree weather coming up. Looking forward to it. So, just finished up a pre-drywall inspection. It was being built by my favorite builder, R.J. Dorton. You're never disappointed with an R.J. Dorton home. So, pre-drywall, and I don't even know where to begin. I saw some of the, excuse my grammar, I saw some of the most bowingest bowed studs I've ever saw in my life. I saw some of the most twistiest twisted studs I've ever saw in my life. I saw eye joists that were notched where they shouldn't be notched to install plumbing drainage pipes. I saw some of the gappiest gaps between the sheeting and the exterior, even though there was house wrap, that I've ever saw in my life. I saw some of the crackiest cracks in the slab I've ever seen in my life from pre-drywall. And I'm going to jump back to what I've talked about before about people say concrete cracks. That's what it does, it cracks. Duh. But you got to compact the soil properly to lay that slab, and you shouldn't be getting any cracks. If you do, they're going to be very minimal, but it shouldn't be heaving and it shouldn't be offset. It shouldn't be going from one side of the house through the expansion joint to the other side of the house and then branch off back to another side of the house. I mean, come on. One of the worst builds I have saw in a very long time. And I'm just noticing that I guess the year and time we are in, the demand for trade, contractors for trade, vendors for trade, workmen, whatever, is very limited. Very limited. Also on this site was beer cans everywhere, where they shot the nail gun, or shot the nails with a nail gun. There's like 4 or 5 in a row of where they missed the framing. There's I don't know how many where they just barely got the edge and just blew chunks out of it. Just awful workmanship. Just awful. I can't stress that enough how bad it was. And to leave beer cans all over the site, I mean, I don't get it, man. You know, you're on the job and I don't know, man. You know, if you're gonna drink and you're gonna do weed and smoke or whatever you're gonna do, hey, I'm all for it, but do it on your own time And if you do it on your own time, don't do it to where when you're going to be on site, you're going to be under the influence. I'm just saying. Smoke all the weed you want, do all the drugs you want, if that's where you want to be in life. But when you do it, don't be coming on site under the influence. I mean, and somebody, I'm not saying this was the case, but you got evidence of alcohol, and just the workmanship looked like a bunch of middle schoolers were building this house. Just awful. The buyer was there and was, really upset, really disappointed. They were already behind. He signed the contract in January, and they haven't even finished other inspections. I think they're still waiting for their framing inspection and electrical. And I've jumped ahead of them, and I found several issues throughout, plumbing, electrical, framing. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, especially with that builder. It's, any other home inspector is going to tell you the same thing. It's not just me. Not trying to throw any, builder under the bus, but when you're the name that I mentioned at the beginning, people are going to know the quality. And when people hear a certain name, they shouldn't frown upon that name or say, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see what I'm going to see in this one." No, when they hear your name, your business name, people should be like, "Oh man, that's a well-built this," or Bugatti, Ferrari, Porsche, you're thinking this thing is going to be built good, quality, but when you hear this builder's name, people frown upon it, and they already know what they're going to, well, most of the home inspectors know what they're going to see, what they're getting into, and a lot of the builders don't know. And I'm not going to tell them they're a crappy builder and whatever. That's not for me to do. That's why I changed the name and make out what you want to make out of it. But a lot has to come with using people that aren't qualified to be doing these jobs. He even told me that the buyer said, I even Googled the electrician, and he had what did he say, 2.8 stars or 1.8 stars or something. They were all 1 stars, and he was just really disappointed that this builder would be using this electrician. But I don't know why it's becoming so hard. We had COVID, and after COVID, we're in a whole different world of labor. People now just don't want to work. You had COVID, and now people don't want to work, and the ones that want to work, they're not being paid enough. And then you pay some people this amount of money, and the quality of workmanship and the quality of work is not there. So it's like a no-win situation. It's I don't know, man. We're just in that century of life, I guess, to where the trades and the training and stuff are just, people aren't being taught, how to do or take pride in their work, and people are cutting corners and charging more. Let me just put it that way. Even through schools and education and stuff online, and universities and places, trade schools and stuff, a lot of them are just cutting corners and charging more money and dumbing people down. And a lot of old school people, they just, they're retiring, and it's just hard to find somebody that takes pride in their work and is going to train or show somebody how to provide a good quality, job. It's just becoming slimmer and slimmer. I've heard stories about our military, that how it's not anything like it used to be, that a lot of the guys in there now, going in there now, are enlisting are pansies. I love our military, I support our military, but when you have people that are in the military and they're trying to train these younger people coming in because they have the rank and everything, and these people just don't care anymore. They're weak. We're becoming too sensitive, and everybody wants a trophy society, and it's getting bad. It's getting bad. But anyway, on a lighter note, I'm home, and I'm going to go in here and knock out this pre-inspection report, get ready for tomorrow. Been pretty steady, pretty busy, and that's about it. I'm really hungry. I'm going to go in here and find something to munch on before dinner, and work on this report. Watch me some First 48. That's my show, First 48. And we'll see you guys later, man. 336-989-8185, hometechnc.com. 336-989-8185, hometechnc.com.